There's always an opportunity to be a better us for this world, so claim it. It's time to develop me for we. Happy morning, everyone! I'm Steph Sayson, your host. Minimalism has been such a rage these days. It's not a shock as we're always faced with decisions, options, and choices that always have to be made now, so that it will help our so far futures. From Mary Kondo making us question what sparks us joy, we really need to come to terms with ourselves when it comes to letting go. And this isn't just letting go of physical objects that fill the spaces in our homes. Material things really do have a tie to our minds and emotions. We love holding on to what would seem sayang, a waste, but have we really taken the time to ask ourselves if this is really more sayang to linger on the sayang? Imagine all the time and energy wasted from forcibly adjusting to fit the sayang in our already heavy and overflowing plates. Is that sayang much worthy than what you're sacrificing in turn? As Henry David Thoreau said, the price of anything is the amount of life you spend on it. Is this what I want to keep spending on my life on? Really? Not just because I've already started on spending on this means that I should continue in it. Okay. Real life example. Something that I personally struggle with as much as it's so shallow. Food. Okay, I know I'm not alone. I really hate food waste. So given a fudgy brownie with oozing chocolate, I give in thinking, okay, I deserve this. I want to treat myself, so okay, I go for it. But after eating a few bites, I feel kind of satiated, so mm, yep, I continue to scoop up forkfuls of that fudge since sayang naman if I don't finish it up. But I know that I have to pause and ask myself if it's really worth filling myself up with more when I don't feel like eating anymore. If eating would mean that I would regret all that hard work from my gym workout yesterday and my intense self discipline for the whole week and month, even. Is this sighing really worth what I'm sacrificing in exchange? Will I be happy after I commit to this decision of sayang? Keep an eye on your why, they say. And I see why it's such a common phrase. It applies to so many things, especially when faced with a dilemma of sayang. Let's make things clear. A dilemma isn't considered a dilemma when the choices are really different and super easy to make since the answer is obvious. You usually choose between two goods, and keeping your eye on your why will surely ground us to what is truly valuable. Consider as well that maybe that other good option is just one in disguise. What's this idea of self care? Binging now and regretting later? Nope. It's knowing when to treat yourself and sticking to what I commit. So that option of me thinking it's such a waste goes poof, gone. Because I affirmed what I hold on to as my why and my grounding beliefs. In fact, this is a test of our problem solving as well. We can create new options. We aren't just constricted to, okay, eat it or don't eat it. Instead, maybe why not share it? Why not bring it home and eat it next time or offer it to someone who wants it? Sometimes we're just too close to that choice of this sayang or not that we forget to take a step back, go back to our why, and think, reevaluate. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great, as John Rockefeller said. If we continue to reevaluate why we do the things we do, our motivations as to how our priorities became our priorities, it will be easier to let go of the good to prepare us for the best. This is especially important for times when we think that we're already so far gone, like we've already gone far enough in this mistake that, oh well, we might as well continue since we're already here, right? Well, you can always pause, reevaluate, and reinvest your time, energy, and commitments. There's still gonna be a cost, anyways, if you choose to continue in that sayang. Remember that the opportunities we take and the challenges we hurdle over are for our self development and even others as well, hence the name of this podcast. So, when you're still keeping something in your life that seems more of a sayang, that's adding more sayang in your life, ask yourself, like Zoe Kim did, does it serve its purpose to serve my purpose? If not, just check it out. Adjust your priorities according to how you want your lives to be. Don't let that sayang dictate and move them around all of the sudden. Take it from Mary Kondo when it comes to reflecting. The question of what you want to own is a question of how you want to live your life. Our activities and priorities determine how we live this life and reflect our purpose. They are what we own, and they are what own our time. Don't let them take over you, but rather take control of them because you can. Choose which ones you know can lead to the best and just stop settling just for the good because you have that heavy feeling of stupidity, like making that decision to take that sayang in the first place. You are meant for greater things and you are valuable even if you don't push through with this initial sayang. Please remember that. Affirm yourself. Be kind to yourself. You are valuable, okay? Now, ask yourself these questions and try to answer. First, what's a recent sayang dilemma you've been confronted with? And how did you make that decision then? Do you want to continue making decisions like it? Second, have you been settling for the good instead of waiting out for the best? What's holding you back from doing so? Have you really made it clear to yourself what your why is? So, those are just two questions. I pray that you all take the time to think through your answers to these critical questions. Don't forget that we all need to make the time to take the time. If you have questions, suggestions, or just want to chat, you can message me on Instagram at Steph Sayson or Twitter at whatstephsayson, or even email me at developmeforwe@gmail.com. See you guys in a few days for the next episode. Happy morning!